do is you have a voice that's actually more classical than pop, and you just got to learn to open the top. But we're going to warm up now. I'm going to work with you. I have that song. We'll look at it, but mine is a little bit higher. We're going to try it a little bit higher because you got a high voice. Okay, so Courtney, you stand there. You're standing in the right spot, girl. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to give you some exercises. We're going to start off with what I call the siren, and then we're going to do some breathing exercises, and then I'm going to actually vocalize you, okay? You have a beautiful voice, you really do. And I'm glad you could, it's a little early, but you're fresh, you could consider a music career. It takes work now to get into a music school. It takes work. Now, I'm telling you, the raw material is very, very good. But if you do the work, you'll be surprised of how fabulous you could really be. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is what I call a siren, and it sounds just like that. Do your choir, something they do in choirs? Like, woo! Yeah. So it's not totally foreign to you. Yeah. Okay, now you do it. Okay. Woo! And woo! You have a beautiful voice. Drop that jaw. It is a very high voice. Woo! Pull up and go over your head and go. Woo! Good. Woo! And woo! Yeah, girl, when you open that mouth and connect to that breath, you're going to be awesome. You really are. She's got a great voice. She just needs, but it's the type of voice, it's not a pop voice, it's not an average voice. It's a voice that's operatic. And those voices have to be trained. And it's a big voice, it's not a little voice. Okay, girl, we're going to get you ready for some competitions. Okay, we're going to do the siren again. Woo! Good, and you drop your jaw naturally. Okay, here we go. It's called a bubble. And just
I can't remember my lip.
blow. Just blow a bubble. Take a deep breath. Lick your lips. Sometimes they're dry. Take a deep breath and do it. So you can do it. The more you do it, hold it. This helps you. And see, that helps you. You know, you have to do this to help you to form it. And so take a deep breath and so you can do it. Open up and it's okay. This is something that's learned. Don't worry. Some people do it naturally and some don't. But you can do it. There's nothing wrong. You're gonna be able to do it. Okay, now what I want to do is give you a breathing exercise to help you relax. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. This is a little combination yoga and whatever. But it does help you to focus, and it does help you to connect deeper, a little bit more to your breath. You're getting me excited because your voice is so good. Close your eyes. Slowly. Put your hands down by the side. Relax. Open your eyes slowly. Draw a line. Go all the way over here. Close your eyes slowly. Open your eyes slowly. Draw your eye. Close your eyes slowly. Open your eyes slowly. Come back. Draw a circle with your eyes in front of you. You'll get used to it. Let your head go around. Your choir director gave you a solo because he hears the potential in your voice. Okay? But you do need to work on your breath and opening all that up and get real technique. You have a big gift there. You're going to be very surprised just how far you can go with your voice. Okay? Now we're going to do what I call the walk the plank. You're going to hold this note as long as you can. Take a deep breath and hold it for at least 10 beats and go. Hold it long as you can, but at least 10 and go. Yeah, you got a beautiful voice, girl. And go. You gotta drop the jaw and open up. Woo! Drop the jaw. Good. Woo! Let it go all the way down. Now choral singing is different from solo singing. Choral singing, you try to blend in, and it's the choir director's job to blend you. But solo singing, you open up. And you send out more sound. You drop that jaw and you let the soft palate lift, which means you open your mouth as big as you can. Yeah. Okay. I know you hear all that stuff, right? Does he tell you all the same stuff? Yeah. Okay. Woo! And mega voice. Yeah. You're gonna be when you start singing and connect to your support. You're gonna find your voice is gonna double in size. Now open up and do O and yawn. Ready and pull it from top of your head. Use your hand and go. Too fast. Open up and let it go out because you got a lot of voice. So what you want to do is connect to that breath. Open up and go. Okay, now what you got to do, Courtney, you got to use your mind, imagination. You got to visualize it. You got to visualize that big, beautiful sound going all the way to Hawaii or some wonderful place, okay? Paris, I don't care. Anywhere you want to go, that's wonderful. But you really got to visualize and let it go because you're pinching, you're cutting off your voice. And go. Good. Now open your mouth even more and send it out even further. You're scared to travel. Don't be afraid, girl. Travel with that voice. Here we go. And go. Make the circle bigger over your head. Really send it out. Daddy, do you hear that voice?
I hear it every day.
Oh, okay. We're going to ignore Daddy, okay? Open up, here we go. Really open your mouth and send it all the way out and go. Beautiful, keep going. And good, keep going. Awesome, keep going. Good, well, use your arm more. Don't be afraid to use your arm. It's not going to fall off you. And go. And raise it higher above your head. That makes you breathe deeper. And go. Don't get off your breath. And go. Now open up more, like almost 3 fingers in. You have a beautiful operatic voice. Yo, and go. Great, and there you go, Courtney, and awesome, keep going, and good, keep going. That's fine. It's in your chest voice. Just let it drop. Yeah. Don't never stand like this, honey. Because all you do is tightening up your breath. Keep your arms down by the side. Yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah, 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 yeah. Good. Yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah, 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 yeah. It's okay. You're a high soprano, but you're a major voice. You're a major voice. You're a major voice. No doubt. Woo! And take a deep breath. Breathe inside your nose. Woo! Now you see that opening there? That's the perfect opening. That's how much you have to open up. So that we hear all your voice. Not just a teeny weeny part, but your whole voice, okay? Here we go. Again, and go. Good, open your mouth more. Beautiful, keep going. Awesome, keep going, Courtney. Awesome, keep going. And good, keep going. Good. Awesome, keep going. Awesome, keep going. Great. And yeah, these exercises are a little odd, but the other was a conventional. But now we're gonna go high, okay? And we're gonna see where your range is. Woo! Stretch and go. Girl, you got major voice. You got major voice. And Daddy thinks I'm being nice, but I'm not. I hear a lot of voices. And I can tell when one is a major voice and when one is a very nice voice. Usually I can help anybody improve their voice, but not everyone has a major voice. So don't be fooled, girl. We're going high and go. Now open up more. Don't sit on it. You were sitting on it. And pull from the top of your head. It has to go high. More towards ooh and go. Open up more. Open up more. Ooh. Open up more. Ooh. Open up. Ooh. Really open up. It's okay, girl. Go. And go. Good. And open up more. And good. You missed it because you got not opening. Really open it and go. Good. And go. Let it go all the way up. It's okay. Your voice is big, and you probably don't use most of it in the choir. If you don't have a tiny little voice, you have a magnificent voice. And it happens to be very beautiful, too. And go. There you go. And go. And. Okay, we're going to get the very top of your voice open, but right now, you know, you don't really sing that high. And do you have allergies?
No.
Okay. Why are you coughing?
Not that we know of.
Not that we know of. Whenever I sing high, it like tickles my throat.
You're draining something. You might have slight allergies, but I don't hear major allergies. But you need to look into that. Because you're sending a lot of power into your sinuses. And that's why it's draining, which means you have some slight congestion. So you might want to look into that. It could be also dietary. Did you eat a lot of dairy today?
No.
No, not
No
good.
cheese, no milk, no yogurt?
No.
Okay. You might want to look into that. Just make sure, I mean, if it becomes worse, sometimes singing, when you start studying, stirs it up because you don't realize it's there. But if you had major allergies, you wouldn't be able to sing. But minor allergies means you need to clear, which means that you probably need to make sure you take a nice hot shower the day you're going to be taking your lesson, or make sure you really steam that out, and then if it gets worse, you take an decongestant. But we'll see. But it's a magnificent voice. I'm going to give you a couple of Italian art song things to do. Then we're going to look to the rainbow. You have a great range. You could go to the major conservatories and study voice and be a voice major. I don't know what your dreams are or whatever, but that's an option for you. So.
We had that conversation the other day. She likes animals. And her singing.
You can do both. You can be a famous opera singer who owns clinics and hires vets. No, you could have a major career. You really could. You could get into Juilliard. You could get into the major schools. You got major voice. And nowadays, it's not as hit and miss. If you go to the right schools and get in the right programs, they have so many apprentice programs, and you're in the right place. New York, a place where your voice is showcased. You can get the right management, and you have the right teachers. You can have a major career, and I'm telling you, they make money. I mean, when I was singing professionally, and I'm not a superstar, I was making $20,000 and $30,000 for certain gigs. So nowadays, if you're major, even a young person can get into a career, can make almost $100,000 if you follow the right path. Now, if you go to a state school, it's a little harder. But if you do all the competitions and study and everything, you can really make a lot. It's no longer, it's a wild guess. It's not that. It's not a wild guess. If you got the voice, you got the sort of voice that major schools like. It's big, it's beautiful, you're innately musical, you have natural gifts. You probably want to learn piano or get some theory just so that you can ace the whole thing.
Speaking of piano, if this works out, that'll be the next thing. I told you on the phone, my mother bought her a piano. It's sitting at the house, collecting dust.
Yeah, we should. What type of piano is it?
I do not know. My mother's, like I said, been playing for 80 plus years. I don't know. It's an upright. Her uncle, great uncle. That's what he does for a living. He redoes pianos and he tunes them and fixes little dents in them and stuff like that.
You should do piano. We should do a combination. We do a major voice. You need an hour lesson, but I would put 45-minute vocal and 15 piano because you need to get as much musicianship because you have major voice. Your daughter really has a major voice. I mean, your dad and it's all familiar to you, but I'm listening to it with fresh ears and I'm listening to it for professional potential. Now I always listen with that type of ear because
right.
That's my profession. And I sang for many years and now I teach and direct and I teach in schools and have my own studio and whatever But this is a major competition that I'm already thinking of how I can groom you for. And a lot of my students win these competitions. As a matter of fact, one competition, my students have been the vocal winners for the last 8 years. 10 years, sorry. 10 years.
She got it from her mother, not from me.
No, you have a beautiful voice. Let's do Italian art song that we look to the rainbow. Going to do it on O. And go. You gotta open that mouth. Gotta practice opening that mouth and connecting to the breath. No little bitty choral singing. No. You're a soloist, my dear. And open your mouth and go. It's okay, you just don't know the melody. And go, yo. Good. And it's okay. Open your mouth, girl, and be certain, and go. It's okay. We'll work on that. Let's do a little bit of Look to the Rainbow. I need my glasses. I'm together for men. I'm cool to do. All right. Well, I sort of know the song. Here we go. Here we go. You know it, right? And go. And on the day. And go. On the day I was born, son, my father's side. I'm another kid, legacy waiting for you. We're gonna do it on your own. Open up that mouth. All you gotta do is stretch into it. Open your. Here we go, and go. Be more certain. Ready, and go. It's a little bit higher than what you were singing with your karaoke, and go. Open your mouth. Sing more on the vowels and go. On the day I was born, open them. Son, my father's side. I'm another kid's legacy waiting for you. 'Tis a rhyme for lips and a song. It's going to be better. And this is just with an introduction lesson. So I'm really excited about your potential. I just want to make sure I have a student that come in. I'm about to talk business in front of other students.
I was gonna ask you before we finished. Can she has like 2 lines in a solo. Can she sing that for you?
Yeah, which one?
That's the one from the.
It's in wicked popular. It's to My Tender Heart Bleeds, and then after Bleed, I stop.
Okay, let's see where that is. She was doing.
That's the dance we have to do.
You don't do it when you're doing a solo, do
No.
you? Oh, okay.
I'll show you.
Okay, where is it? Your tender heart.
At the very beginning, all the way to My Tender Heart Bleeds, and then Bleeds.
Whenever I see.
Yeah.
Is it this low?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, start it and go.
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't?
Oh, you that's right. You talking?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget the musical and what's written in the music thing is totally different.
Right.
That's why I was saying go. Then do it. Do it the way you. Okay, ready and do it again.
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I? My tender heart tends to start to bleed.
And they take over.
Yeah.
You're gonna be really good. I wish you were close by. I would love to come hear it. Okay, so Daddy, let's talk business. First of all, I want her in my studio. I think she'll be a star. Okay, and like I said, I do work with people who have extremely gifted kids, and the full rate for an hour is like I don't know if I didn't talk raise.
No.
It's like $240 a month because you take one lesson, but automatically you're down to $200. So from there, tell me what you can afford.
So is that one lesson a month?
One lesson a week.
A week?
Yes.
That's $50 a week.
Yes. If you.
I think I can do that. I would obviously have to, like I said, her mom, who's the singer, lives in Arizona. We're not separated. She just took a job hoping to get to Dallas, so I can go to Dallas.
Right.
But that's not for a few years. But like you said, she has a gift, and it's her voice.
Yeah, I mean, I want you to do what you feel she can ongoing sustain, and then but I mean, I want what it is I want to make it so that you investing, she knows you work hard for your money, so that you feel you're making a major investment, but I don't want it to be a hardship.
Right.
You understand?
Well, and honestly, it's a hardship because my wife is in Arizona, and so we have a mortgage here and a rent there.
Exactly. I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
So tell me what you can afford. Can you afford $150?
I can.
If $150 is easy for you, I mean, nothing is easy, but I mean, I want to make it. I think that $150, if you can afford that, and then I'll be honest. A lot of times I do extra lessons when I like to do. I like to get it started right away because I like to give you a lesson. Can you come in the evenings at some time?
We can. It depends how late you're here. I don't get off work till 4. I get home about 4:45.
Oh, I'm here till about 8, 9. So.
Well, we that wouldn't be an issue.
Okay, because then in the beginning, because I have a recital coming up on the 26th, and I'd like for her to be in it. You sing "Look to the Rainbow," something you know. And maybe you could even do the popular. I have another student who knows that if you want to do it, she's a very good singer. She's graduating, she's 17. I think she'd be thrilled to do that with you. And then, I throw in extra lessons, generally when kids have things coming up.
Right.
Because I know parents, I'm not a nickel and dime person, I'm a business person, but I teach at schools. I have more than just one outlet, and I'm not saying I don't want to be charged top, but I'm a good teacher. I'm not boasting, but I really do good work. All my students improve, and I love working with gifted people. And I find that I don't know what your religious Christian beliefs are or not. Hopefully you are.
Well, it's Christian, but we do not attend church. My family is extremely religious. I have a cousin and 2 uncles that are ministers. My mother played the piano at her church, at 2 churches for over 60 years.
As long as you believe.
So we do believe. We do not attend regularly, though.
That's okay. I sometimes I watch church at home or whatever with my because my husband's disabled. He has Alzheimer's, so I try to be there for him. But anyhow, what I'm saying is I want to get her started immediately, and we can throw in piano. And I mean, you know, if 150 works for you, let's get her started. You know, and that's a month. Is that comfortable for you?
It is for me. But like I said, I jumped into the piano lessons a little too early, and she had a male instructor that had a keyboard. Didn't really have a piano, and my mother doesn't like keyboards. She likes the natural sound of a piano.
Well, I have a piano.
He had an electric. I'm sorry, he had an electric piano, not a keyboard.
No, I don't. Yeah,
And Courtney really wasn't comfortable with him, so I would need to discuss it with her to see if she's comfortable with you. To be honest with you, I kind of think. Well, don't say that's fine. I mean.
no, you should have a family discussion. You really should, because I'm very enthusiastic. I would love to have the privilege of working with you. I really and truly believe you have the makings of a super opera star, or you know, whatever you want to do. I mean, even if you wanted to go into theater, I'm telling you what you can do, not what you should do. There's a difference. The difference is you can enjoy singing, but with your gifts, I think you will enjoy it more. And also, even if you don't go into music, it looks good to be winning competitions. Great for your college resume to put
Absolutely.
on there. You know, a lot of things. And I'm not being a pushy person. I'm overly enthusiastic when I got a gifted person.
And we talked about that on the phone.
Yeah. When I try to work to make sure. I mean, I wish I had a fund. And that's one of my dreams. So that I don't have to discuss it, because I'll tell you the truth. People were good to me. I mean, when I was a kid, my dad I had one of the best piano teachers when I was a child, because I wanted to be singing was easy for me. But I think I came out the womb singing. But I wanted to learn piano. I wanted to be a concert pianist. So I had one of the best teachers in Houston. But my dad, you know, during that time, I'm not 21.
Right.
My dad. Only work he could get was a janitor. He had a landscaping business and drove trucks. My mom did domestic. So my piano teacher, and also my piano teacher, I have to give him, I was the first, at that time, person of color in his studio. And they never had African Americans or anyone.
I was going to ask you what your heritage was.
Yeah, I know, nobody knows. I'm actually a vegetable garden, but... But I'm African American, but mixed.
Okay.
My mom, you know, it's like we got a lot of European and Creole and Spanish, you know, vegetable garden basically. I know people get with blonde hair. Creole. My grandmother had blondish hair and Creole and all that stuff.
You know, my mother had a chance to be a concert pianist, and she turned it down because she wanted to continue playing for the church.
See, God bless her.
So, and my aunt inherited millions of dollars from when her husband died, and she went all over the world starting missionaries and churches, and that's what one of my cousins does. He goes different parts of the world to start new churches.
That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. No.
We'll talk about it with your mom, and I can give you a call tomorrow or later today. I'm going to leave you a voicemail or whatnot if you're with another student. But I really think she's comfortable with you.
No, but you need to discuss it with your wife, and you need to make sure, you know, I mean, we're not going to have a problem. We know that. I think you're going to do fabulous. I think I can be of really assistance. But he's right. You got to respect your mom. You got to talk to her. It's a family decision. You need to make sure, I mean, you're a sweet child. You're probably not a kid who would ever insult anyone to their face anyhow. You're just too sweet.
No.
And you're a really nice person. And I mean, I can tell you're lovely people. But I certainly understand that, and I want, once you make the decision, you know, and like I said, I will work with you. And you discuss the budget and everything, and how you guys, you know,
and I don't mind coming here during the weekday as long as it's later. We have no problem doing that.
That's not a problem. I think if we can get you started, I like to get you in Tuesday or Wednesday if your wife is agreeable.
If it's agreeable, Wednesday would actually be perfect because her concert is Thursday. My mother is flying in from Corpus on Wednesday, so she would like to hear this as well. I think she might have been to one of your concerts last year, but she lives down in Corpus.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I hopefully your wife agrees, but your wife hasn't met me, so I understand. She doesn't want her little girl.
She trusts us though,
Good. So
and she's gonna see the video.
good. So then what I like to do is I'm gonna keep let me see what I have on Wednesday. I think I have a 6, 7, 7:30. How late can you come?
How late do you need us? How long are the sessions to begin with? 30 minutes or an hour?
Oh no, she's gonna be an hour.
Okay.
You're gonna be an hour because if the whole thing includes piano, so it's not like you have to pay for
Okay.
piano separate.
That'll please my mother. I promise you.
No. What I'm saying is it's not one price for voice and one for piano. Once you're here, you're gonna but we're gonna start heavily on voice and piano. Now during the summertime, we can maybe schedule an extra for piano, and I won't charge you. Maybe $10 for gas.
The only thing, if I know you talk to a lot of people, but between July the 5th and probably August the 11th, so about 5 weeks, she is going to be with her mother.
Okay.
And I'm flying her out to Arizona.
Well, what I do during the summer anyhow is I tell parents, think of how many lessons you think you might be able to get in during the summer, because people do leave and go in and you just pay for whatever you think, like, well, I think I can get 4 lessons or 5 lessons, and you have all summer to take them.
Okay.
So it's during the school year, I have to keep it, for business purposes, monthly, and then we do makeups. I like 24, I need to give you my policy. I like 24-hour notice, event. Of course, there are those times, and I have to be realistic. If you wake up and your throat is sore, I don't want to work with you because I don't want to get what you got. And I do, you're entitled to a makeup. What I don't like is for someone to decide they want to go to a party that day and they call me the time of the lesson or 20 minutes
Right.
before, and I've already on my way to getting there. And that's the sort of thing what I don't like. But if you call me a day ahead and say, I have this and I have that, I can't do it, well, just fix another day,
Well, like I said, she's extremely dedicated. I mean, we went from work to my house the other day. It was 40 minutes, and she knew every song on the radio. So that's all she does.
You need to be a singer. You can still love animals, take care of animals. You can go to, I'm sitting here telling you how to live your life. Right? But what I'm just saying is that as an option, you can do more than one thing. I mean, you can even be a singing vet. What can I say? Whatever works for you. I'm just totally thrilled and would be totally delighted because I really feel that you are extraordinary, and I love to get my hand on extraordinary voices. I'm a real.
That's what you told me on the phone.
I do. I really love voice. I love teaching. I do. And it's a great thrill, and I've seen in my lifetime some really gifted students come through here. So I feel that this is something God wants me to do, and I'm going to do it. Of course, He also wants me to write. I need to supposed to be writing music and all of that, but I need to get to it. All right, I won't hold you people, but thank you. It's a thrill, and please keep me posted, and I'm going to put it in my mind that you are my student. But have a wonderful day.
Do you want us to call you tomorrow? Because you're asking about how late on Wednesday.
You can call me tomorrow about Wednesday. Just let
Okay.
me, just let me know sort of what your schedule. I don't want it to be totally inconvenient for you.
Well, it's not going to be inconvenient.